Hey guys, Cable Guy Ken here. I'm going to do a indoor review of the Vargo triad stove for you real quick. Mainly because it was just so windy yesterday. I didn't have a proper windscreen and everything. I don't think I gave it a fair shake. I'm gonna do a couple of different tests just to show you that it's kind of versatile. I've got my Goodwill pot here. That's the top pot actually. And I've got my bottom pot. Now the bottom pot is a lot bigger on the base, but it does sit on there. And then the top pot, it's a little bit narrower, still bigger than a GSI cup, but it fits. And like I said, it feels like it wants to rock on you a little bit, but once you get some weight in it, it sits where it's supposed to stay. I mean, it doesn't move around. And of course y'all saw the GSI cup. It sits in there, and again, it's got to have some weight to it, especially with the handles out. These handles add so much weight to the back end that it drops down. Something else I noticed, I don't know if you can do it like this or not, but you don't have to have these little legs folded up, in my opinion. I don't know if they'll put it too close to the flame or not, but my opinion is you could leave those legs folded in. Just set your pot right down on top of it. That way it's just resting right on top of the three little prongs here, like so. And I don't know that it'd be too close to the jets, that it wouldn't let it burn or whatever. Let's get it filled up, and we'll set the pot on there. We'll start the timer on my phone, and we'll get it going. I read the packaging with it last night. It says that on 1 ounce it'll burn for 15 minutes and 6 minutes to get 2 cups of water to a boil. So put that on there. Get us a little bit of priming. You can see I keep all kind of cords and keys and everything in one of my pockets there. Those. Go ahead and get the timer pulled up on the phone so we can start this. I'm going to do it from when it actually starts, not from when it blooms. Alright, and we'll start the clock. And I'll see if I've got enough alcohol on there for it to bloom. I'll see how long it takes it to bloom as well. Get my 2 cups of water in there. I probably didn't add enough alcohol, but we'll see. It's still burning down underneath it there. Put my lid on it there. Let me get down so I can see if it blooms. The other reason I like doing these reviews is it kind of helps me figure out what I do and don't need to do with my gear before I actually get out there in the woods with it. So, kind of helpful. It's still burning. Like it's wanting to bloom. She's starting to light up now, so we'll call it 1 minute. It's actually 1 minute and 8 seconds, and it started blooming like it's supposed to. It ain't fully bloomed yet, but you can see the jets coming up there. Get my pot setting straight on her. And then it just kind of rests right in there real neat. And of course you don't have to use the stove stand that came with it. You can use a regular pot stand and just use the stove piece on the inside if you wanted to cut down on weight and everything. But we're going to let that start going. Got the timer going still, and I'll be back with you when it starts coming to a boil, and we'll see how long it takes. Hey guys, it's been 7 minutes 38 seconds. We're already starting to get some bubbles in the bottom, a good bit of steam. I said that's 2 cups of water. So I'll be back with you in just a minute. Excuse me. Alright guys, we had a boil. We'll just call it 9 minutes for the sake of argument. Excuse me again, y'all, I got the hiccups. 9 minutes, 2 cups of water to a full boil. So let me get this cut off. I'm gonna let the stove cool down. You can see it's still going strong. I'm gonna let it cool down, and I'll get the other one set up, and we'll put the GSI pot on without a lid, see if that makes any difference. So I said this is a thinner pot, and of course it had a lid on it, so it's liable to burn faster, or boil faster I should say. But let me get my GSI cup set up, and I'll be back here in just a minute. Alright guys, I thought I'd hit the start button, but I didn't. You can see I just lit it. I've had the timer running, been 22 seconds now. Got the GSI cup on there full of 2 cups of tap water. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. I'll be back with you here in just a minute. Guys, show you that real quick. It's not a full rolling boil yet, but we're at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I just spent 30 seconds talking and realized the camera wasn't on. I apologize for that. But you can see she's still going strong. And we're coming up on a full rolling boil at 9 minutes. And we'll call that 45 seconds. 9:45, and we've got a full rolling boil going on there. So regardless of whether you have a lid on it or not, it ain't gonna make that much difference in your boil time. Now obviously if it's really cold outside, that's gonna change everything. You know, adverse conditions really throws all this out the door, but in normal perfect conditions it's not that bad. We're going to dump that. I'll set this aside to let it cool. I don't know if y'all could hear that little poop, 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 but it was making a little pulsing sound. And I'm going to dump this out without burning myself. Set that up there. This titanium cools down pretty quick, believe it or not. Of course, if you had the titanium pot, or a titanium pot, I should say, any titanium pot, boil time would be even better than what it is with this. So there's our trioxane, just to show you the, that you can boil over it as well.